Hello, everybody. This is Matt Campbell, and you're here with another StoryTime Spotlight. This week we have the dynamic duo, Dos Lonely Boys. How you doing, boys?
Doing good, what up? Doing well. How's it going, Maddie?
Doing well, doing well. All right, so to get this interview started, let's talk about where are you guys born and raised from?
I was born in Boulder, Colorado. Lived there for about 7 years. Lived all over the United States. Kind of traveled around. Lived in a bunch of different places. Ended up being in Reno for high school, where I met Daniel. Yep, and I'm born and raised Reno, Nevada. We ended up moving to Las Vegas. That's where we came and met you. But born and raised Reno, Nevada.
And that's exactly where you guys met. You met in high school, and that's when the duo started.
Yeah, pretty much like it started in Reno, yeah.
Okay. Okay, now speaking of which, where did you guys come up with the name Dos Lonely Boys?
Dos Lonely Boys, I mean, it truly came from our City League basketball team in Reno, our group of friends that ended up being our team name. And when we first started DJing together, we needed a name, and it kind of worked out perfectly with the two of us. We decided to just take it, run with it. And yeah, we are the Dos Lonely Boys.
And it fits you guys very well. I think it's a very catchy name, and I remember seeing it on flyers that I was very curious on who it was or anything like that, but I definitely like the name Dos Lonely Boys, and definitely talking to you guys and meeting you guys, I think it does fit, even though you guys aren't really lonely, but it does fit you guys. I do like the energy you guys bring. Now, your guys' track, All We Have Is Now, is out and streaming. Can you give us some background and inspiration on where this track came about?
Just started writing the track here a little bit ago. Started out just kind of synthy and just kind of built the track a different way than I normally would, starting off with drums most often, but just started off with some synths and kind of built an atmosphere, and then just kind of transformed from there. And inspiration-wise is kind of the song title. Just kind of where we are right now, all we do have is now. It's been a really shitty 2020, and before then everybody was having a great time, and it kind of makes you realize what we had and how great those times were. So this is really all we have right now is this. So kind of song brings some energy, some atmosphere to it. It's a good party. It's a good vibe. So
yeah, for sure. It for sure is a good vibe. I've told you guys this plenty of times. It gives me that Miami Vice feel to it, or even driving down the coast next to a beach with the windows down and just bumping this track. It's definitely good energy, and the dynamics and the mix down, everything is very clean. So I definitely enjoy the track, and I'm very happy for you guys to want to put this out with Storytime. So thank you for sending it on over our way. Now, with this track, what did you guys make this in? What's your DAW of choice?
From the very first time that we started producing, we went with Ableton. We got Ableton, and it's worked out really well for us. I know everybody has their preference, but I think with what we do with electronic music, and Ableton's just been an easy way to get into it, and you learn something new every time you dive into it, and it's been a great experience with it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And whatever DAW that you guys feel comfortable with, everyone, a lot of people think that they have to do or make music in a certain DAW, which is not the choice. You can make it in whatever you feel comfortable with. And Ableton is what I use personally, and I know you guys use it from the last time that I saw you guys. You were showing me some of your projects. So shouts out to Ableton for helping out all these producers. Now, speaking of current times and all we have is now, what have you guys been doing during the pandemic/quarantine?
Hanging out a lot. We originally were in Las Vegas together, spent a lot of time there, just hanging, making music, smoking weed. And eventually, I moved out here to San Diego, so I've been out here at the beach, out here in Ocean Beach, San Diego, California, living. Yeah, he moved, and I was actually planning on moving to Thailand in June, but with all this happening right now, my plans have been a little changed around. I'm actually moving to Tulum, Mexico now. But I've just been using this time to spend time with family and friends before I go and venture out,
Yeah, it is definitely stressful times right now. What have you guys been doing to get rid of the stress?
Traveled a good amount, not like excessive, but went up to see my girlfriend a few times. Go out to the beach a lot here. Um, it's just nice out here. Obviously, it's 75, 80 degrees every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I do get my fair share of gaming in, so I've been playing Call of Duty,
Right.
2K. Anytime I need to get a win in 2K, it makes me feel a lot better. So
There you go. So outdoor stuff, some video games, a little bit of smoking the ganj, never hurt nobody, right? Now, speaking of stressful times and the pandemic, what would you guys say the most useful thing is that you own or use?
I would give us for us two personally working separate now, I have a huge shout out for Splice, the software.
Absolutely.
The way that their project sharing works, like it makes it so easy for us to be able to share projects that we're working on. We just, like, it's a FaceTime away, so all the technology that we have really makes being the Dose Lonely Boys and actually being separate and being able to do it together still. So huge shout out to Splice and
It's a difference maker for sure.
and FaceTime.
Splice and FaceTime. Yeah, definitely two very crucial things that you need, especially for collaborating, because you guys are not necessarily right now currently so far apart, but in the future, if you move to Thailand or when you move to Mexico, Splice is going to be that thing that you guys are going to be using way often to get these projects done. Because I know you guys have been working on some music. Last time we were hanging out, you showed me some project files. I was definitely hearing it. So I see you guys are putting in that work. So I could definitely see how that would be very beneficial to use. Now, as the duo that you are, who are some artists that give you the inspiration to make the sound that you guys are currently making now?
Definitely have to give a mention right here. Shout out to Moon Boots, our guy. Everything he does, from the way he performs his music on stage to the sounds he makes and his every single thing about him. He's just a great producer. Love the new disco. Just love the vibes.
Yeah, Moon Dudes. I like going back to older music that we both listen to that kind of has always influenced us. There are people like Mac Miller. There's like the Kid Cudis of the world,
Absolutely.
Hip hop music that we all kind of grew up to.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you guys don't know who Moon Boots are or Mac Miller or Kid Cudi, do yourself a favor, go look up those artists and go hear the music that they have put out. Definitely something you should check out. Now, the last time I saw you boys, I was over at your house. We were playing some video games and we were drinking. Now, what would you guys say your favorite flavor, White Claw, Truly, or Corona Seltzer is?
Definitely lime White Claw.
Wine White Claw, okay.
And I'm gonna have to go with my Corona Seltzer blackberry lime flavor.
Okay, and that's the Corona Seltzer, right?
And a new test, yeah, but you have all the White Claws and Truly so often, you gotta keep switching it up,
So true. It's very true, very true. And when the last time I was over there, we were not only drinking, we were playing Mario Kart. Now, out of you two, who would you say is the better Mario Kart player?
I would give that to Chip right there on the race. Definitely more of the races than me.
I remember we were playing Mario Kart, and there was a drinking game that we were playing. Chip, can you give us more information on that drinking game when we were playing Mario Kart?
Yeah, you pretty much just start with half of a White Claw or Truly, whatever you're drinking, and then can't drink during the first lap, gotta drink during the second or third, can't drink and drive, so you gotta put down the remote control.
And drink, yeah. I remember that. That's what messed me up while we were playing, because you can't hit the gas while you're drinking, so you have to let go of the controller, then drink, and then you have to pick the controller up.
You gotta be focused on chugging down the drink,
Oh yeah, very true, very true, very true. But back to your guys' song, I definitely am very happy that StoryTime is able to put this out and the atmosphere that it brings. It's something different, but it's also, it's like it's relaxing to hear, but it also has like this upbeat, like feeling to it. I keep saying the word Miami Vice. But that's like the only way I can explain the energy to it, because it's like I want to dance, but I kind of want to chill, but I want to lay back, but I want to get up and rage a little bit. So it's definitely a very energetic track. So once again, thank you again for saying that in to Storytime. Can you let the people know where they can find you guys out on social media?
Yeah, check us out on Instagram. Definitely our main platform we're using, at Dose Lonely Boys, or just search us Dose Lonely Boys. We're on Twitter as well. That's at Dose Lonely Boys with a little underscore at the end. And obviously all streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, whatever your streaming source is, we're there.
Nice. Is there anything else that you would like to tell the people that are watching this interview, or that you would like to promote or say?
Right now, I mean, just focusing on this song we have out right now. We got a lot of energy into it, and we're planning on a lot more stuff coming in the future. So I would just say stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more great tunes for everybody to listen to. A lot of big stuff coming eventually once the world can get going more so too.
Well, all right. You guys heard it here first. Stay tuned. Once again, this is Matt Campbell here with the Storytime Spotlight with the dynamic duo Dose Lonely Boys. Thanks so much for watching.